Say what you want about this girl, but she was fucking them aliens up. Before I get to spoiling this movie, let me tell y'all something. If you like A Quiet Place, if you like Bird Box, this movie is something you will like. There are literally only 5 words in the entire script. 5 words. I counted. It was 5 words, bro. And let me lay down the groundwork for you so that when I spoil this movie, you'll know who the people are and what I'm talking about. Our main character, I believe the way you say her name is Bryn. I am not 100% sure because nobody says her name in the entire movie. We just see it written out Brynn. Bryn lives alone in a big ass house. When we meet her, she's rolling out of bed, getting her day started, waiting for the mailman. The mailman throws her packages. She waves at the next door neighbor. He ignores her, rolls his eyes, and keeps going. She goes to the cemetery to see her mom, and while she's there, she sees a group of people and she waves at them, and they just look at her like she's dumb. They don't even wave back. Now, another thing about Bryn is that she makes crafts. If you go into her house, you see a model of her town that she has made, and she's just dancing around the room as if people are actually there. She answers the phone because it rings, and somebody on the phone says, "Fuck you!" And she hangs up. She continues to dance and just hangs up the phone. Everybody in this town hates her. Like, hates her. And then it's time to go to bed. She goes to bed and she hears an intruder in her house. At this moment, she has no clue that aliens have landed. But there have been these circles in everybody's yard, but everybody's been ignoring it and just watering it, trying to get it to grow back. The symbols that have been in everybody's yard is actually a symbol from the aliens, and I can't for the life of me remember what it stood for, but I'll put it on the screen if I remember it after I finish this video. But one of the words that it stands for is community. So these aliens, although they are taking people, oh, I'm talking too far. She is in her bed at night and she hears an invader. It is an alien. Now, this alien has telekinesis powers. He could throw her against the wall. He could hurt her. He could literally do whatever he wants to her, but he doesn't do that. Instead, he ends up getting stabbed by her because he's so, how do I say, gentle? So he dies. She covers up his body. She runs out the house. Actually, I'm lying. She sits there in one spot all night long until the daytime because she's so traumatized by killing something just now. And when she gets up in the morning, she runs to town. When she gets to town, she does not say a word. Because when she gets to the police department, she sees a lady. This lady spits on her. At this point, she has so much anxiety that she decides just to go back home. But before she can make her way home, she sees a bus and she says to herself, "Let me get on this bus and make my way out of this town." And then she gets on the bus and the motherfuckers are on the bus. The aliens are on the bus. Let me change that. The people that are possessed by the aliens are on the bus and they're slowly moving up on her and doing crazy shit to get to her, and the bus driver stops the bus, she runs off, and the aliens are basically getting everyone else in the town to be alien controlled, but she is literally the only one that appears to be fighting back. I believe she kills about 3 aliens. One looks like he was middle aged, one looks like he was old, and one looks like she was a mother. But whatever. I guess that really doesn't matter if something's trying to kill you. They put a it's so nasty, y'all. They put a spider looking thing in her mouth. And it gives her these good memories. Now, everybody else that has this inside of them, they just accept it. And they're like, wow, I'm living this good life. But her, she has so much guilt that she is unable to sit there and appreciate the fact that she was even being with her mom. Her mom died. She was with her mom after they put that spider gooey thing in her mouth. But she reached in her mouth and pulled it out and said no because she felt like she didn't deserve happiness. So that little thing that she pulled out cloned her body. The aliens decided, damn. The aliens decided since we can't get her to be alien possessed, we're just gonna make a clone of her ass. We're gonna get her clone to kill her, and we're gonna have a version of her in our world. But no, She kills her clone before her clone kills her. And then the aliens are sitting here like, so they get her with the spaceship. At their last ditch effort of trying to figure out this girl before they go ahead and kill her, the aliens find out why she is the way she is. And we find out that when she was 12 years old, she killed her best friend by accident. Now, her and her best friend were arguing, and her best friend pushed her, and she got up off the ground with a rock and rocked the fuck out of her. That is why the entire town has alienated her, and yes, that is a play on words. After they see this memory, they do some alien language, and we hear them talking, but we don't know what they're saying, and they decide that she is not going to be alien possessed, and they want her to be herself. They're still going to alien possess everybody else in this town because the problem was everyone else and not her. Why would you hold something against a 12-year-old for the rest of her life? Everyone else in this town is now alien possessed, and she is basically, I'm going to say, the human leader. She is able to think for herself, be herself. The town waves at her. Everybody likes her. Everybody's smiling. It's the perfect town now. It's basically a full circle moment from the beginning because the way that she was dancing in her house is the way that she ends up dancing at the end of the movie, but actually with people. I would like to add a disclaimer that watching my spoiler video does not substitute for watching the actual video because this is just the gist or the main things that happen. There are a lot of things that happen in between and you should actually watch.